Hey, what's up, everybody? This is DJ Keo, and I'm going to answer some viewers' questions, but I'm going to do it in a podcasty type way. I was actually thinking about doing live stream and do it, but I figured I could do it easier this way and get more done this way. So, and probably do a more in depth answer. So, first question from my question and answer. Also, the questions are in my community section and you can I'm gonna link it below, so if you don't know where the community section is, you can answer the poll there, and you can even leave a question in this video or on the community section. So first question is from Sebastian, and he's asking, do you reckon paid courses are necessary, or can you learn to produce from YouTube tutorials? This is a great question. I think it really comes down to your personal style for learning. If you don't know anything about music and you don't know anything about music production or even the software for Cubase or Ableton or any of these other software programs, and you kind of want to learn how to do this stuff, I think that it all depends on how you learn. There's two areas here. If you want to make music, you should kind of learn how to play music in the first place. I think that people who know how to play a musical instrument like a piano or guitar or anything, a trumpet, a flute, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you know how to play a musical instrument, you will be light years ahead of everything that you need to learn about how to make songs. Because the musical part of it helps with your ear for where notes are supposed to go. It helps with the song structure. It helps learning, BPMs and beats and just the overall structure, the foundation for how music works. It helps you so much if you know how to play something. So if you would like to become a producer or learn how to make music, I think you need to learn a musical instrument first. And then you can go into the sections of, well, how do I put these songs together? Now, I think that what type of music you plan to make is vital for what software to use. For instance, if you just want to do a quick remix or something like that, Serato Studio is more than enough for that kind of stuff. Like, it's just straightforward. You have the blueprint of what you're trying to do already, and you just fill in the gaps there, play a sample or whatever. Like, it's super easy. I think that Cubase, Ableton, stuff like Logic, you can go on and on. There's a bunch of different software that you can use, and if you're not that musically inclined, so there's things like Machine from Native Instruments that has musical samples in there, and it does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, and it kind of breaks it down. So people look at piano as a daunting thing because there's so many keys and you got to learn chord structures and this kind of stuff. But something like Machine or Akai, they have things to guide you with how to make chords out of the pads. All of these things are super helpful. I'll definitely say this, like, it depends on what style of music you want to make. I think it also depends on your creativity. Some people, like, they can get like a melody and it can bang out a melody or whatever, but they can't figure out how to do a bass line and do all these other things. And so that's why I say that you would have to look into what type of software you want to use. And there's all the kind of aids and this kind of stuff on the internet. Like, there's YouTube channels that just show you how to play chords. That's all you need. There's kind of websites that show you like how to play chords and major and minor scales and how to put this stuff together. There's a lot of guides and aids to assist you. I don't think that you necessarily need to take a paid course, but again, it depends on your learning style. Like, if your learning style is, well, I need to talk to somebody and they can give me feedback directly. Well, learning on your own is not going to work. Like, that's just not going to be feasible. You're going to have complete roadblocks for what you're trying to accomplish here. For me, I like to learn on my own because I feel like I I learn it better. If somebody's just telling me how to do something, I didn't really learn why. And for me personally, how my mind works, I need to know the why aspect. So just buying a EPS keyboard from Ensoniq and sampling stuff and putting the things together myself, it kind of taught me how to do things differently. But a lot of people don't want to go through all that. And I think that at this point in time, you don't even need to. There's so many sound kits and there's so many samples and that stuff that's already chopped up for you. You don't have to do any of those things. I definitely think that I'm a caveman in the aspect that I liked the sampling aspect of it. And even the going record shopping and putting on the record with the headphones on and flipping through the record, finding the sample versus like a sound kit where the thing is already done for you and the imagination is gone and you need to use your imagination to make it into something else. Like, but that's just my mentality and how I came up in this. Everybody's going to be different. So I think that realistically, you have to think about how you learn, your learning style, and what you want to accomplish. But without question, if you don't know how to play a musical instrument, you are chopping yourself off at the knees. You have to learn something. I don't care if it's the flute, a banjo, it doesn't matter. You need to learn some kind of musical instrument before you get into musical production because you're selling yourself short. I'll put it like that. You are limiting your ability to grow without at least trying to learn the fundamentals about music theory and the structure of songs and that kind of thing. You need to learn that first. Now, can you be a savant and just a super genius that I don't need to learn anything and just start putting music together? Sure, but that's not going to be for everybody. I think if you look at it from an average scale, there's going to be a lot of people who are trying to learn without, it's like skipping steps, and you're gonna get into trouble. I think that because there's roadblocks in music creation and just anything creative. There's gonna be roadblocks, and if you don't have this foundation for how to do things or why you should do things this way, I think for music there is a structure for how things have to go, and it's not because, well, it's not to say that you can't do it, but if the goal is to make something pleasing to the ear and make people want to listen to it, you want to have songs and sounds that fit together kind of like a glove, like an isotoner. Like OJ's. Okay. So the point is that you want to get things to fit together you need to learn the structure. It's helpful. I'll put it like that. It's really helpful. I think I did rambly enough. Let me know if you have any more questions. I think this is a cool idea. I'm going to keep this thing going. I'm going to keep answering the questions when they come in, so hit me up. Anyways, if you want to support the channel, you can buy something from my t-shirt shop, teespring.com, DJ Keo store. Link is in the description as always. And I thank you for watching, and peace out, bitches.